Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make this Arsenal Matchday poster design in Adobe Photoshop. I will be linking all the assets on a PSD file in the description and a Google Drive, so after you watch the video you can just head over to the description and download the PSD file for yourself, as well as all the assets that are used in the design. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So first thing we're going to do, open up your file. Image size are gone for width 12, height 15 centimeters, then resolution 200 pixels centimeter. So once you've opened up your file, you'll be ready to go. So first thing we're going to do is press this adjustment layer button down here, then press solid color. I'm just going to add a red color. This is Arsenal. Press OK. Now what I'm going to do is add in my renders. So as you can see, I've got Bukayo Saka, Declan Rice and Kai Havertz. So first thing in my Bukayo Saka render, if I press on it in the layers tab, Ctrl T to transform, I'll just scale him up to around that size there. Then if I press on the Declan Rice layer, Ctrl T once again, transform. If I position him about here, and do the same for my Havertz render. Position him about there. So next thing we're going to do, go to your files. I'm going to add in this picture of the Emirates Stadium like this. If I just position it where I want to be, using these little squares here, if I put it about there. And now with that layer selected, press Ctrl U on your keyboard, then turn the saturation all the way down. And for the blending mode, I'll go for multiply, change the opacity to around 25. So now go back into your files, we're going to add in an Arsenal logo. If I position it about there. And I want the blend mode here where it says normal. Once again, I'm going to put it to multiply, and with the opacity here, I'm going to put it to 16. So next thing I'm going to do is add in another picture of the Emirates Stadium. Got this picture here. If I just position it about there. So what we're going to do now is take away the sky from the stadium. So on the stadium layer and the layers panel, right click and press rasterize layer. And from here, go up to select sky. So now it's basically got a cut out of the sky. So with the layer still selected, press delete on the keyboard. And there you go, it's took away the sky. To deselect it, press on the lasso tool here. Right click in the selection, then press deselect. So now we've got my cutout of the Emirates Stadium. So with that layer still selected, press Ctrl U and then press colorize. If I turn the hue to red up here, so 360, then to the saturation all the way up, and then reduce the lightness to around -23. Now press OK. So next thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of camera raw to my players. So if I select the Bukayo Saka render in the layers panel, then press filter, camera raw, press on effects. I'm not going to do too much, I'm just going to turn up the clarity and texture to around 30 for each. Press OK, and then with the layer still selected, image, adjustments, shadows, highlights. If I turn the shadows up to around 10, and then highlights to, I'll turn them both up to 15, and then press OK. To save us doing this for all the other players, what we can do instead is where it says smart filters, hold Alt on your keyboard, select the smart filters, and drag it onto the other layers in the layers panel. So there you go, you can see the difference in the players there. So the next thing I'm going to do, create a new layer. This little button down here square with the plus, pressing that, pressing your text tool here on the left, and just drag it out there for the size of the canvas. Type in Matchday, and I'm going to turn the size up to 150. So the font I'm using is a high-rise demo. I will chuck that font for you in a Google Drive, so you can just install it on your computer. So double click on the text here to select it, and then on swatches I'm going to turn it to red. So obviously it's a little bit tough to see, so to change that, right click on Matchday in the layers panel, blending options, make our drop shadow, click on the box to tick it. I'll turn the drop shadows up to around 70. So there you go, you can see it better now with the shadow behind it, and press OK. So I am going to add another picture of the Emirates Stadium onto the text. So to do this, go to your files, add in the picture, make sure that the picture of the stadium is on top of the Matchday text, then right click on the layer of the stadium, create clip and mask, Control T, just bring it down here to around there. So now with the stadium picture selected, Control U, saturation all the way down, and then blending modes where it says normal, change that to multiply, turn the opacity all the way down and slightly increase it. I think I'll go for 25, then press OK. So the next thing we're going to do is add in this little dusty sort of texture that I've got. Right click, rotate 90 degrees clockwise, scale it up so it fits the whole canvas, and press the tick. So once again on the blender modes, this time we're going to change it to screen. So as you can see now, it's added that little texture in the background. So the next thing I'm going to do is add in the badges, but I want to add the badges in their own squares. So create a new layer, make sure it's all the way at the top of the layers panel, press on the shape tool here, rectangle tool, make it white, hold shift when creating it to make sure it's a perfect square. I'll go for around this size. So with the rectangle or square still selected, Control J to duplicate, and then drag the second one, which is just next to the first one. So in the layers panel, you can hold shift to select both of them, create a folder, Control T, and just bring it to the center like this. Press into the folder, and on the first one I'll make it red. So now we can add in the Liverpool and Arsenal badges like this. I'll just make the Liverpool badge the same height as the Arsenal one, like that. So once again, hold shift now, selecting both of them, so they're both selected, Control T, size them down. Does I want them to both be the same height? If I put it up to about there, now I'll drag the Liverpool badge over as well. So we're gonna add a little bit of a shadow almost to the bottom of this. So you've got your folder with your badges and squares inside it. New layer, right click, clip and mask, and then press B for your brush, soft round brush. If I make it black, the foreground colour here. If I just brush over like this, as you can see that's way too harsh. So what I'm going to do now on opacity is change it to about 28. So yeah, what we're going to do now is add a little bit of glow behind the renders. So the lowest render is Saka, so create a new layer underneath all three of these players. Press B, soft round brush, make it a little bit bigger, change it to 800. Make sure that your foreground colour is white, and I can add a little bit of glow behind the players. So yeah, so now what we're going to do is go to the top of your layers panel, press on the adjustment layer button, then colour lookup, press on load 3D LUT, and then 3 strip look is what we want to add, like that. So as you can see, that's increasing the saturation a bit on the overall design. So now click off the layers panel, just click onto the blank bit next to the design, and on your keyboard, Shift Control Alt E. This is going to create a new layer compiled of all the previous layers. So in the layers panel now, right click, convert to smart object, filter, camera raw filter, and on effects, turn up the clarity and the texture to around 30 each. There you go. Then on colour, turn up the saturation to, I'll go for 20, and then turn up the vibrance also to 20, and then press OK. And just like that, we've created an Arsenal Matchday poster design in Adobe Photoshop. As I said before, I'll link the PSD in the description, so you can just head over and download it. It'll also have all the assets, so I'll have the players, the stadium pictures, the texture, etc, etc, all there for you to download. So yeah, if you found this tutorial helpful, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, comment, let me know what you thought. And if you have anything that you want me to make a tutorial on, I'll definitely try and get to doing that as well. So thank you very much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.